Hey guys, how's it going? Fynixmech here, and today I'm going to show you how to build a taming raft. Specifically the one that I used in the 100 days video because you guys keep asking for it. So I'm going to show you how to build it. It's pretty simple. For the sake of this video, I am going to be using creative mode, but you don't have to do it on creative mode and you can do it just with regular building settings. So first thing you're going to want to do is put your raft down. Then once your raft is down, you're going to want to hide the sail. And then we're going to do the lowering the foundation trick. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a wood fence foundation right here in the hole. And then we need a pillar, wooden pillar at the end. And then you put down your floor on the side. Doesn't matter what the floor is made out of, but we're going to use stone. And you're going to pick up your wood pillar and pick up the fence foundation. And then you want to put down the rest of your foundations. So you're going to put down 8 more foundations. And when you're done, you should have a 3x3 cube. So this currently isn't big enough. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to extend the actual platform. So the first platform that we want to extend is the backside here. So what you're going to do is you're going to place a thatched ceiling down. And then you're going to snap the stone foundation underneath of it. And then pick up your thatched ceiling. And we're going to put a wood ramp on the back of it. And this will just make it easier for us to get up and down so you can access the actual raft. Okay, then we're going to want to come to the front of the boat and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put down a thatched ceiling and then snap the foundation underneath of it. And you're going to do that all the way across. Now the first version of the taming pen that I did only went out to here, but I wanted a little bit more room. So what we're going to do is we're just going to extend it out one more row. So you can put down all your ceilings, and then you can just snap the foundations underneath. And then pick up your ceilings. So now you should have something that looks like this. It's like a 5x3 rectangle with the one block off the back. Now you're going to come 2 in from the back. You're going to put down your door frames. Now it doesn't really matter which way they face. Sometimes you have to flip them around. But we want them facing this way. If they're facing the other way, it's not a big deal. Like that. But you kind of want them all the same way, at least. Make it look somewhat nice, you know? So you should have 3 doorways that go across. And then we're going to build upwards. So we're going to do 2 more up that way. So it should be 3 across and 3 up high. Then on the same side, what we're going to do is we're going to take stone walls and put them around the perimeter. So you're just going to put 1 right now. You're going to leave this area empty because you're going to put a door here. And just keep going around. So now you should have them all the way around. So I like using double door frames here. You can use whatever you want. You can use a single door frame, but I think it's just a little bit easier to get in and out if you use the double. And then we're going to put a second row all the way around. Okay, now we're going to place our ceilings on this section of the raft. So you're only covering this portion because this portion right here, what we're going to do is we're going to put a hatch frame there. And you just need 1. Also on the hatch frame, we're going to put a ladder. I usually put it on this side, but you can put it on the other side. I just find that it's a little bit harder to get out if you put it on this other side here. And by doing that, that pretty much completes the base portion of this build. So you're going to have a base side and then you're going to have a taming pen side. Now from inside the base, you're going to head through the door and turn to the left. And then you're going to put walls all on this side. So you're going to put 1, 2, and 3. And then from here, you're just going to go 2 more up. So in total, they're going to be 3 walls high. Alright, then you're going to go to the next side. And you're going to put your walls down over here. And we're going to go up to 3 walls on this side as well. Now we're turning to the last side. This side's going to have 2 walls high. So we're just doing 2 walls high. And that pretty much completes your taming pen here. Now you can go as high as 4 walls here, but you really don't need to because this is only 2 high. So whenever the creature comes into the pen, it's only going up 2 high walls. So you can do this from the ground, but a lot of times this part is in the water. So I like to do it from the roof. We're going to put down our ramps now. So you're just going to put that on the side there. You can kind of just step right onto it. And then you're just going to drop them all the way down. Now you can do 3 on here. And then we're going to go to the next one. And you can do 3 here as well. But this last one, you can only do 2. And that's just a matter of support from the actual structure, but this is okay. You never actually really need that one. I've never had a problem with just this one being empty, because most of the time when you pull up, these ramps will actually be into the ground or into the water or whatever you're trying to get it into. And that pretty much completes the base and taming pen. Now you're going to want to put a door on the back because you don't want things biting your butt while you're trying to tame something. Now you can decorate your base however you want to decorate it. This can even fit something like a fabricator, but the thing is, it's kind of big. And if you're trying to put a bunch of different things in here, this might actually be too big for in here. You don't really need one for a taming boat. So what I like to do is I like to put a smithy here, and I treat this as my storage, because the smithy itself can hold up to 75 slots, which is more storage than a large storage bin. And it doubles as actually being useful. A lot of times I'll stack them. And what you can do is you can use the catwalk. Now the catwalk likes to do this weird thing that it's doing right now. It really doesn't matter where it's at, as long as it's up there. And then you can place your other smithy up here, and you just push it back as far back as it'll go. And then you have 2 smithies. Normally, I like to build raft bases that are multifunctional, so I usually have a couple of forges in here as well, so I can smelt metal on the go. Sometimes, depending on how you put your catwalks, you can kind of place them on the top. Now, right now, I disabled collision, so if you have that on, it'll be a little bit limited into what you can actually put up against things. But a lot of times, we could just put another catwalk here, and then put our forges up there. And then you can place a mortar and pestle down here. You do have to stay within the structure limit though if you are playing on official settings, which is 88 structures. Now the bed is a little tough because if you're taming things, if they're big things, they're able to reach into here and destroy a lot of the stuff that's actually in your base. So I wouldn't make this your permanent base. I would make this as more of like something you can use on the go, because that's precisely what it's for. Now as far as a bed goes, what you want to do is you want to put it back kind of far. A lot of times I'll stick it back here, or I'll stick it over here, but you have to still be able to get to the actual drive stick. So sometimes this is a good spot, and then you want to make sure that you can still drive the boat. And then because you are taming stuff, you want to have some kind of kitchen. So we're going to put a preserving bin in here. Usually put it in the back here, and usually a cooking pot, and a campfire. Now, bigger dinos will be able to destroy these structures, so expect to replace these things a lot. These things you won't have to replace as much, but it really does depend on the dinos that you're actually taming. Sometimes up on the roof, I like to put rails on the backside here, just so I don't fall off. And this makes it so if I see something on the side, I can easily get to the ramp here and then bring it into the pen. Alright, so that looks to be about everything that I actually need. So now the only thing to do is to actually go find something to tame. Okay, so I just found this trike, so all I'm going to do is just park the ramp side towards it. That looks pretty good. These dinos might get in the way. And then yeah, all I'm going to do is get on the ramp here and start shooting at it. Oh really, it's caught up by a dino? Come on guy. Let's go. It's going to come right in here. And there it is. Wow, 145. And then you just proceed to trank it out like normal. While you're tranking it out, you're going to want to hide in this little hole here. If it's a big dino, then it might still be able to get you, so it just depends on the dino. If it's a bigger dino, you're going to either want to go to the roof, or you're going to want to go outside to actually tame it. And there it goes, it's out. So a lot of times with this too is you can safely be able to tame things inside here. You can access the inventory. And depending on the dino, a lot of times you can actually take it away. So we can move to a safer place if we want to. We got the dino. I have used this for Rexes before. You usually have to get outside and actually tame them though. You can't tame them from the boat. You probably could even rig this to tame a Giga, but you would probably have to build it out of metal. But this boat was definitely useful for me in my 100 days video when I was trying to tame everything. So without a flyer and an easy way to get around, this boat was it. Feel free to check out my 100 days video where you can see this boat in action. If you found the video useful, be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more stuff like this. Alright, thanks for watching and take care.